Terrance McKinney is an interesting athlete. It's either he's going to get finished or he's going to finish someone, right? It's never him going to a decision. It's either he's going to submit you. In actual fact, his record actually reflects that. Terrence McKinney has 50% knockouts and 50% submissions. So it's either he's going to finish you or you have to finish him. Like there's no in between about it. He goes all out in the first round. And I think he has such amazing potential. I feel like he's training with the people who are potentially not nurturing his talents because Terrence McKinney has wins over pretty good athletes in the UFC. Um, and I just felt like he should have been a lot further in his career than he currently is, exchanging wins and losses. I think he needs to work on his striking defense. He has the ability to actually become a special fighter, but at this particular point in time, I think he's taken so much damage that it's kind of difficult to actually see him um, doing like any good work in the UFC. I don't want to trash too much. I don't want to trash him too much, but like it's honestly quite disappointing. But in all honesty, I mean, when you look at the people that Terrence McKinney has actually lost to, and it's not too bad. The Shot McGee, power is out at work, boys. It's an early day. Are you saying you're bouncing, or are you saying like you can't join the stream because of that? Welcome to the stream, by the way. Shout out. So let's look at Terrence McKinney's wins and losses. He beat Matt Frivola via KO in the first round. Quite impressive. He beat Farezia. Impressive. Lost to Drew Dober. Okay. Beat Gonzalez. I don't even know this guy. Lost to Gabriel Bonfim. Lost to Nazim Sadikov. Um, beat Mike Breeden. Yeah, is it Mike? Yeah, he beat Mike Breeden. Um, and then beat Brandon Morote. Lost to Esteban Ribovics. Um, and then beat Hadzovic. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. So the people that he lost to are Drew Dober, Gabriel Bonfim. That's kind of embarrassing, but I mean Gabriel Bonfim is not too bad. But I mean that's a bad loss. Nazim Sadikov. I mean that's not a bad loss. Nazim Sadikov is on a streak right now, so not a bad loss. Lost to Esteban Ribovics. I mean, not too bad to be honest. So when you look at the people that he's been losing to, I mean, it's pretty decent competition. Um, but in all honesty, I don't know. I feel like he's so inconsistent that it's kind of difficult to actually have a lot of confidence in him. Even though my subscribers and I are picking Terrence McKinney, I feel like it's gonna be very interesting, especially considering the fact that Vyacheslav Borshchev is a pretty decent striker, and his grappling defense has been improving in recent times. In his previous fight, for example, I felt like his grappling seemed a little bit more improved than before. It clearly seems like he's working on it. Um, but Terrence McKinney has a 100% finishing rate. Um, and what do you call him? Vyacheslav Borshchev has a 75% finishing rate. As far as output, as far as strikes, I think both of them have more or less the same amount of output. I think Terrence McKinney has better striking defense. However, I think he's pretty chinny. If you touch him, he's probably going to get wobbled or go down. So either he finishes you or you are probably going to find a way to actually finish him. So that's my only concern is that Terrance McKinney has good striking defense, even though a lot of people don't necessarily see that he has good defense. The problem is if you just touch him, he's going to go down. It's not a problem of defense. It's more a problem of um, not being durable enough to take a punch. Like he can't take a punch. His defense is actually pretty decent, to be honest. Just that he can't take a punch, unfortunately for him. Right. So as far as defense, I mean, I think it's going to be pretty good. Unfortunately, I don't know if I don't know what's going to happen if Vyacheslav actually touches him, because having defense means nothing if you can't take a punch, right? So, ah, it's going to be quite interesting to see what happens. I genuinely do feel like even though Vyacheslav is the better striker here, I do feel like Terrance McKinney is going to be a little bit better on the feet. I think his striking defense, his output, his pressure, like I think he's going to have a bit of an advantage as far as striking, which is quite interesting considering Vyacheslav is the striker here with the background in striking. Um, I'm going to respond to everyone in the comments once I'm done here. As far as grappling, I mean, I see Terrance McKinney just dominating. Even though I feel like Vyacheslav has been improving his grappling, um, I think his takedown defense is pretty atrocious. It's been improving, but it's still atrocious. So the only thing that Terrence McKinney needs to do, but he doesn't have the best fight IQ, so he might just decide, you know what, I'm going to strike with this guy, which is honestly quite sad. Um, but yeah, I honestly can see Terrence McKinney just taking him down and submitting him. To be honest, Terrence McKinney, the nice thing, the exciting thing about him is that he's a finisher. So, if anything, this fight is probably going to end in a finish. So my subscribers and I are going with Terrence McKinney. Let me respond to your comments and then I'll bounce after that. Um, Short McGee, T-Rex by submission. I think I could see that. Malika Adebayo. Do you like Ahmed Didad? My brother, you ask me that question every time you join the stream. Dante Maddox, is that South Africa? Is that is that South African trip true? Yes. On the buy me coffee. Yes, my guy. That South African trip is true. I mean, if you are supporting the channel, um, yeah, that's what's going to happen. But it's once a year, so once every year, that's what's going to happen. I'm going to basically organize to on my side the accommodation and everything like that. You're going to get also clothing items, everything that's listed there is actually true. I mean, I wouldn't put it in my bio if it was a lie. So you're going to get that only once a year, though. It's not like every time. It's not every month. Like once in a year. So as long as you are like a monthly supporter of that specific membership, that's what's going to happen. But once a year, by the way. So yeah, 100%. It is actually true. Um, I think for now there's a nice retreat somewhere in Pretoria. So that's where the first few subscribers, or rather my supporters, that's the place that I think is beautiful enough for you guys to actually spend maybe a couple of days there. Even if it's just a weekend, the mere fact that the flight will be covered and what do you call it, the accommodation will be covered, and you'll get a couple of other items. Um, did I say the flight? Okay, I'll cover the flight, but it's fine. I mean, if you're paying that much, I think I should actually be covering the flight. But it is actually true. Um, if you want to ask me more questions, like my email is available on the channel. Go to the channel description, click on it, and then. But you have to log in with a laptop in order to see my email, or just email me at onceupon a slugfest at gmail.com. if you want maybe more information about that. But it is 100% true. Um, Shoshot McGee, T-Rex only has problem when the other person is a physical and athletic as he is. Yeah, that's honestly true, but I'm honestly still a bit worried because ultimately, Viacheslav Borshchev is actually a pretty decent striker, but like I think I saw something, Shoshot McGee. You were saying something about Vyacheslav Borshchev actually slowing down, and I honestly agree with that. Um, um, Keithan said hi. Hi, man, welcome. Kanak, T Rex round one. Yeah, I honestly agree that I agree with that. The guy has 100% finishing rate, so he's definitely probably going to finish that one. Um, Keithan, hi. Shoshot McGee, the Slava is looking slower and slower. Every fight, he is aging like milk. um, HD comes once a year. Yeah, no, man. Oh, never mind. He's paying. Yeah. Um, what's the true story? What's true? Sorry, just joined. What's true? Oh, no. Someone was asking about like buy me a coffee. I get it. There are various options as far as buy me a coffee. You can support the channel by doing various things. So in return for supporting the channel, there are things that you get. So one of the people was asking if the trip to South Africa is actually true. So yeah, I was confirming that it is actually true. But you'd have to be a member for like a year at least, and you're going to get that once a year. Um, what are they talking about? South African trip? No, we're talking about MMA. Just that the guy just inquired about it. Um, Shawshot McGee, the Slav hasn't been KO'd, but gets dropped every fight. Yeah, that's actually very true. Drizzy Gold, yo, Baldy, who you got this week? It's sad because I think I am balding, guys. But I'm not gonna take anything. Like I'm not going to use but again supplements or whatever these dudes are doing. And I'm like 33 years old and I'm already balding. It sucks, but yeah, I'm not self-conscious about it. So when you call me baldy, like it's actually happening. Drizzy Gold, I go Ilya W. Yeah, I also think Ilya is going to win. I argued with my subscribers throughout like for a month before the actual breakdown, and even the actual breakdown. If you go to the live section of the channel, the breakdown for Ilya Tuporia's fight is like 40 minutes because I was going back and forth with my subscribers. They're like this, and I was like that. But ultimately, I think it was fruitful because you got to hear a variety of perspectives. Um, it's good to hear criticism as far as what I feel like his potential weaknesses are and his strengths are and what the subscribers feel like because ultimately I don't know everything. So even my subscribers were actually giving input as far as okay, I disagree with you here because of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's why I'm like I don't have casual subscribers. My subscribers are actually very smart because the insights they give you are flipping good, right? So I mean, if you haven't watched it, you can go watch the whole stream. It's available on the channel. Drizzy Gold, Pantoja W. Yeah, I went with Pantoja, but I genuinely feel like Kai Kara France could actually get the upset. Um, Moicano, there's a lot of close fights on this particular card, man. But yeah, I could. So far, every pick that you have or that you've mentioned is my pick as well. Shoshot McGee, I see him getting submitted after he gets dropped, or he might just get taken down. 38% takedown defense is bad. Yeah, man, like it's honestly quite terrible to be honest. Are you talking about Vyacheslav? I think Vyacheslav has a 43%. Is it 38? I think it's 43. Um, Jay, who sponsors the South African trip? Um, so obviously because of the amount of the contribution, I will be taken from that. Along with, so for example, that's why I say whenever you support the channel, it's not necessarily you just giving me money. No, no. What I do is, so for example, the only time it's like when it's $5. Obviously, there's nothing much I can do. But when starting from $35, like when you support the channel with the $35 on a monthly basis, you get free clothing item. Like I have a clothing brand, so I ship it to you for free wherever you are in the world. Um, and then it goes with tiers. Like the more you contribute, the more things you get. And the last one, ultimately, like it's the biggest one. And then from the amount that you support the channel with, I take a portion of that, and then I'm going to actually put it into actually making the trip happen. Obviously, I'm not going to cover everything, but I'm going to try to cover the flight. I'm going to try to cover the accommodation for a couple of days. It's also going to come with like some items from my clothing brand. It covers just click on the bio of the channel, and then you'll see become a member. Click on become a member, and you'll see the options as far as supporting the channel and the things that you get. So the trip one, like, is when you contribute like a massive amount. That's when you get like the trip to like a proper place in South Africa. It's really really beautiful. I've only ever been once, and I've never slept at that particular place. It's really beautiful. So that's the place that I'm going to make sure that you land at, and you can always even check it out before you come. You'll get the information and everything, so that you can check it out for yourself. Return tickets, but again, return flight tickets to South Africa, and yeah, I mean, also I have like 17,000 subscribers, so I wouldn't jeopardize that by advertising free fake trips. So yeah, I make sure that like you are transparent, and ultimately you would just be supporting the channel, and that's just me saying thank you for supporting me, right? I don't like taking money for not doing anything. Like that's why I made sure that with everyone who supports the channel, they get something in return. I don't want you to just give me money for nothing. Um, Actually, Conshot McGee, I'm 30 and getting bald, about to just write it off and shine, shine that thing. Dude, balding is not fun. Like I'm 33 and I'm like, no, like at least it could have happened at around like 45. I would have been fine. But I mean, I look good with my head shaved, so it's fine. I'm not happy, but I mean, I'm not gonna fight it. I'm just gonna let it happen. It sucks. I tell you, my wife's boyfriend left us. Oh my god. I don't even know how to respond to that. I think maybe you need to get advice from Ian Gary or something. Um, Rene the Rizla, did you see the new fight on this card? Yeah, I actually posted it in the community section, my guy. Thank you for that, my guy. Um, Rene the Rizla, two regional cans. Shajat McGee, Dumas on the card too, right? No, he was replaced. He's no longer on the card. Rene the Rizla, Dumas pulled out, yeah. No, hello, dog. How are you, my guy? Rene the Rizla, that's the new fight. Christopher Eward is fighting Jackson McAvee. P.O. got him. HD comes the Start investing your money. Okay. Shoshat McGee, UFC will let anyone fight these days. Remember this lad. He's hiding in a dog crate. Dumas is cooked. So are you sure like the police actually took Dumas? Or are you just saying that? No, tap machine, what do you mean, man? Buddy Hopkins, but I get a full tour of his basement. Of whose basement, man? I'm sure Shomegi. UFC Dumas doing 15 years and will probably have a contract with the UFC when he gets out. Remember, this lot Dumas finna fight with an ankle monitor when he gets out in 2 decades. Um, who even wins the battle of two of the game? I honestly don't know. I haven't even researched that particular fight. The UFC likes to make it difficult for us to predict fights, man. Like, how are you supposed to predict that kind of a fight? In any case, um, my bad, my bad. I don't know what happened. YouTube is like acting stupid lately. It was refusing for like it was refusing when I was trying to actually start streaming. So this is the first time anyone has ever inquired specifically about the supporting the channel, which is like I've gotten a couple of donations, but that one is pretty big. So for anyone to even inquire about that is quite crazy because in my head when I was making that, I was like, no one is ever going to pay this much on a monthly basis just to support me. But clearly, there are people. So yeah, if it actually happens, I'm going to actually shout them out if they don't mind. Obviously, if they want to be private, then that's fine. But yeah, shout out. Thank you guys. Renee the Lord, both are finishers. Yeah, I mean, I'd still have to do a little bit of research. Um, obviously, I break down every single fight on the card, so I'm going to obviously have to sit down and actually um, break down the entire fight. So yeah, Renee the Lord, I was actually telling Shashot McGee that the both of you, um, especially my live streaming crew, like the watch along crew, the people who are constantly, in my comments, in my from the shorts to the videos to the community section to the lives. I see you guys, and I think I'm going to be giving away like 5 free memberships to like my like the people that I feel like I see everywhere all the time. Renee, there is Lord Shoshot McGee, you are one of them. So hold me to it. Remind me when my channel gets monetized and I create membership because I also make movies. Like I used to make movies, so I'm going to start. I want to create the short films for the channel. I already have a script for a feature film. It's an MMA movie, so I'm going to try to use the money that I get from the memberships and everything like that to try and fund these kind of projects. And even if it's not a maybe I'm going to make short films, like maybe 15 minutes movies. I'll try to make them maybe once a month. I don't want to be like every other channel that once you get monetized, like you only get the opportunity to just stream. I want to give you guys value. So I want to give you guys um, free, memberships just for the support. I appreciate it. You guys being part of the live streams and being everywhere on the channel helps the channel, to be honest. To have loyal supporters like you guys, it means a lot to me. So this is my way of saying thank you. So please hold me to it. I know that the channel is going to get to a point whereby it's going to be difficult for me to interact with the people who actually supported me from the beginning consistently every single day. So I would like to give you guys membership so that I can even occasionally see your names and be like, yo, short, or yo, Rinier. At that point, obviously, maybe I'll be getting like maybe tens of thousands of comments. So I think memberships will actually help. This is not limited to them. I just feel like Rinier and Short McGee are on every single. part of the channel, whether it's community, whether it's lives, watch alongs, shorts, videos. So it's just me saying thank you for the loyalty. Yeah. Remind me, guys. Like the moment I'm close to actually not the full monetization, but I'll be able to create memberships. I'm left with a couple of watch hours. I think maybe about 300 watch hours, and then I'll be able to create memberships on the channel. So please remind me. Um, uh, Let me see. Short McGee, I think if you are in a good shape and will fight for 12K and 12K, the UFC will sign you. Rene the Lord, could the fight be a finish? It's possible, but for me personally, I haven't researched enough. For me, that's why I'm going to actually comment on that once I'm done researching. Buddy Hopkins, let's get a house tour. Why? Short McGee, it'll be a finish. Cans are good for a finish. Short McGee, thanks, Unc. Nah, man, you guys are what keep this channel. Um, Especially parts where like a lot of people don't watch. Obviously the shorts are the biggest part of the channel. That's where 400,000 monthly views come from. But it means a lot to me the smaller sections like the lives and everything. Like you guys still support it, and you make streaming even more fun. I enjoy streaming because of you guys. So I appreciate you. Uh, HD comms, your videos are just the pictures. Yeah. And they are getting 400,000 views, nearly 500,000 actually. I think by Sunday I will have achieved 500,000 views in 1 month. So it was a strategic decision. It's not just pictures, it's pictures with meaning. So it was a strategic decision. Um, I mean, HD comms, you're also here a lot. um, HD comms, when will you make real videos? I mean, I've done a video. For example, I did the, what do you call it? I did I do like annually combat sports awards. I've done a couple of different things on the channel. I don't know what you mean. Shoshat McGee, thanks for letting us go on Rascal Rants when we get picked wrong. I mean, it also makes me feel a little bit better when I'm having a bad night, because I'm not gonna read that. Um, but yeah, I mean, you guys make me like it's fun, guys. I mean, it's comedy, and I love comedy. That's why I felt like I needed to create the best comment of the week. It was because of you guys, because like I laughed so much. I was like, okay, I can't be the one I can't be the only one who thinks this is funny, and that's why I created the best comments of the week, which I'm going to make this week. There's so many comments that I have to go through, so I'm going to maybe select about 5 of them and get to work. But yeah, no man, like you make streaming like the channel as a whole fun. HD comms, bro can't remember. I do so much, my guy. Like if you go through my channel, go to the community section. Community section alone, in 1 week I post about hundreds of posts. Community section. In a month I make hundreds of videos, right? So if I forget something, and I have a day job, by the way. I also have a day job like as a candidate attorney in South Africa. So I mean, if I forget something, it's because like I'm doing so much and editing. Like go through my entire channel, video, shorts, live, community. I'm alone. Like there's no team. There's not 2 of us or another person in the background editing. Like there's no one else. It's just me. So go through the entire channel. So if I forget anything, my guy, it's because it's a lot to do all of this alone. I can't wait for the time where I can actually pay someone to actually at least edit and post some few things, especially in the community section, and do a bit of research for me and just for me to analyze it. But until then, I'm going to do everything by myself. So yeah. Joshua McGee, Brazil is better than Asia or Korea, and then Korea is better than India. Who you got for Drinkers versus Hamzat? Uh, oh, Brazil will be out wrestled. Okay. Who you got versus Drinkers versus Hamzat? I'm going with Hamzat, my guy. Unofficially though. Guys, I've went off the rails. I love and appreciate all of you. Um, yeah, I love this channel with all my heart, man. Like, it means a lot. I when I started this, I knew I would be successful, but never, not never, just that it's unreal to know that like I get like 500,000 views in a month. I have like 17,000 people who are actually interested in what I'm creating. That's actually really special. Shout out to you guys for making this so amazing to do. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the breakdowns. Um, Jean McGee, Oban is dead to me. So, Tracy Cortez. A Playboy has a crush on Tracy Cortez, man. Yo, Tracy Cortez needs to find this guy and just give him a hug. Anyway, guys, I love and appreciate all of you. Deuces.